Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Greg Proops.
Hey, Greg Proops, what's going on today? Why are you here at Comical Radio?
Well, I have shows this weekend here at Comics in New York. And we're trying to rustle up that hip young people element to imbue my show with a certain vitality.
What do you talk about in your show?
Jokes.
Any hot topics you got going on in your act going on?
I'm the hot topic, baby. It's all about me and what I think. Fuck you and your little world. If you knew anything, you'd make better decisions than you do.
Exactly. So do you still do improv?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, are you still friends with Drew Carey and Wayne Brady and all those guys? What was it like working on a show with them?
Oh, they're a dead weight. I feel like I had to drag them behind me. I mean, when you're the sexy one, it's a lot of responsibility.
So you were basically the vehicle and they were, you know, riding along your coattails, kind of?
I am the ship, all else is the ocean.
Great. All right, have a great show.
Thank you. Viewers were quite ready for a game show.
So tell us about this, you had a science-related game show.
Yes, one day I hope to be able to ask you about things that you did that failed and are no longer on TV.
I hope so, too.
I had a science game show last year that lasted, you know, not many episodes. We shot it here in New York, and I had a great time doing it. Whoopi Goldberg was the executive producer, and she couldn't have been nicer. All the people involved with it were lovely, and the Discovery Channel people are lovely. Strangely based out of Maryland.
Yes, I know. That's where Scripps is based. So why don't you think the show took off?
Well, I think my joie de vivre and perspicacity carried the day, but I think that Science Channel viewers might not have been ready for a game show or whatever. Maybe it was when they put it on. I thought they would have been, and I thought it was a clever show. I thought that, you know, there was a lot of multiple choice, true-false. So you had a fighting chance to get to the last round. But then I felt like the last round actually had very difficult questions about science, whereas the first rounds were a little fluffier.
Did you get a lot of science geeks as contestants? Who were the contestants?
Oh, no. Because we didn't go but one season, if we'd gone another season or two, I think we would have started to get more hardcore science people. We had substitute teachers and nurses and regular people from New Jersey types.
Gotcha.
And they were, you know, some of them were dead clever, some not so much, but they weren't experts on science by any means.
No.
No more than I am, which I'm not. Gotcha.
Well, would you love to do another game show? Is that something that you're interested in?
I like game shows. I'm a competitive person. I really like giving away the money, too. To me, I wished I'd given away more money, you know. I would, yeah. My field of expertise is not science. History, I would think, for me. History or baseball. Gotcha.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Sure. No, it was called True Jackson VP, and it was on Nickelodeon, and the guys who produced it did Malcolm in the Middle and Mad About You, and they were experienced producers, but 2 years ago, it was right after the writer's strike, and everybody hit the rocks, and there were no sitcoms on TV 2 years ago. Now, of course, they built it all back up, but so I got on that show, and when I saw that they would produce all those things, I was well impressed, and they were really good. They're tremendous writers, and
yeah,
they cared about funny, which I really appreciated.
You know what show I think is pretty funny? I don't know if you've seen Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, we had the cast of Yo Gabba Gabba on our show.
Oh, really?
We tend to have all the other
crossover
Nickelodeon
shows.
Yeah, we had a Gage from the Troop, and in fact Justin Bieber was on our show. And
you hung with the Babe?
Yeah, I didn't get to meet him. No, I wasn't on that episode. That was a non-adult episode.
You didn't just hang out anyway, just for a chance?
No, I didn't roll with him and go look at purple hoodies.
What's it like? I'm sorry, you didn't get to meet him in person. We had somebody on the show a couple of weeks ago who started a website dedicated to comparing lesbians who look like Justin Bieber.
I think it's called Lesbians Who Look Like Justin Bieber.com.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Well, his haircut just lends itself.
That's really it. Yeah.
To all sorts of ridicule. But again, he's not for us, right? You guys are probably, 15 years too old for it?
I have 4 posters of him in my room, actually.
I don't even know. You're going to get into a Pete Townsend situation real quick here, where people are going to be like, wow, that's a lot of pictures of Justin Bieber. We better take legal action.
There's something about Justin Bieber that really creeps me out, and I think it's in the lyrics. You know, if you listen to what he's saying, I mean, clearly the songs aren't written by him.
Oh, no.
But they're not, they almost seem like they're not written for him. They're written for somebody older.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, baby, I thought you'd always be mine. That's somebody who's had somebody for a while and thinks always. How do you think someone's always going to be
When you're 14.
He's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
listen,
like an Alanis Morissette lyric that
Right.
they just shoved off on Bieber.
It's creepy.
I don't know. When I was 10, the Jackson 5 was my favorite group, and I'll Be There was, you know, a huge one, and Never Can Say Goodbye, and like, you're 10. I'm Michael's age. You're 10.
That was for the cuteness factor, though, to watch, oh, look at this cute little kid have complex emotions he couldn't possibly understand.
That's true. Also, he was enormously talented and very appealing, as opposed to Justin Bieber, who's fairly annoying. But that, again, to me, it's for me. If I was 7, I might think he rocked hard.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the real American Dream movie they make about Bieber, where he doesn't have like a pet mouse, he has a pet dog, and his family's really happy, and all of a sudden he just has $1 bazillion when he's 10.
Oh, I know. Well, he's Canadian, for one thing. The only reason I resent him lately is I was watching the World Series because I'm from San Francisco. My team won for the first time in my life. And before one of the games on Fox, they had, the pregame show, whatnot, we're here, blah, blah, blah. They had a bloody Justin Bieber musical segment at the top of the show, like him walking on the dugout with his hoodie on, going, yeah, what up? And like, I thought, if I could reach into the TV and eviscerate you right now and make you eat your own organs, I would. Because you're ruining my beloved sport and my beloved World Series. The one time my team is in it, I don't need Justin Bieber, that little biatch, ruining my thing.